Welcome to our channel English Avenue. Most people look, but they do not observe. They see people, but they do not understand them. They hear words, but they do not notice the meaning behind them. They enter places, but they do not feel the energy. They live every day, but they miss the lessons life is trying to teach them. Observation is not just looking. Observation is awareness. It is the ability to notice what others ignore. It is the ability to understand situations before reacting. It is the ability to learn from people, mistakes, silence, behavior, and small details. A person with strong observation becomes powerful because they do not move blindly. They think before speaking. They notice before trusting. They understand before judging. They learn before deciding. They listen before reacting. In life, your success is not only decided by how much you speak. Sometimes your success is decided by how much you notice. If you can observe people, you can protect your energy. If you can observe your habits, you can improve yourself. If you can observe your mistakes, you can grow faster. If you can observe opportunities, you can change your future. If you can observe your thoughts, you can control your mind. That is the power of observation. Also, this video is in simple English, so while you listen, you can improve your English understanding, learn powerful sentences, and practice your listening skills. If you want more motivational English lessons like this, please subscribe to the channel and stay connected for more powerful videos. Key 1. Observe more, react less. One of the biggest signs of a strong person is this. They do not react to everything immediately. They observe first. Most people react too fast. Someone says something rude, they react. Someone ignores them, they feel hurt. Someone criticizes them, they become angry. Something goes wrong, they panic. A small problem comes, and they lose their peace. But a wise person does not live like that. A wise person pauses. A wise person observes. A wise person asks, what is really happening here? This pause is powerful, because when you react too fast, you often make mistakes. You say things you later regret. You trust people too quickly. You judge situations without understanding them. You waste energy on things that do not matter. You allow other people to control your mood. But when you observe first, your mind becomes clearer. You start seeing the full picture. Maybe someone is rude because they are angry with their own life. Maybe someone ignores you because they are busy, not because they hate you. Maybe criticism has a lesson inside it. Maybe a problem is not the end, but a message to improve. Observation helps you see deeper. It helps you stop living only from emotions. Because emotions are not always correct. Anger can make you blind. Fear can make you weak. Excitement can make you careless. Sadness can make you hopeless. But observation brings balance. It gives you time to think. It gives you time to understand. It gives you time to choose the right response. So from today, do not react immediately to every situation. When something happens, stop for a moment. Take a breath. Look carefully. Listen carefully. Think clearly. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Do I need to respond right now? What can I learn from this? What is the smartest thing to do? This habit can save you from many problems. A person who observes more and reacts less becomes difficult to control. People cannot easily make them angry. People cannot easily break their focus. People cannot easily disturb their peace. People cannot easily push them into wrong decisions, because they are not controlled by every emotion. They are guided by awareness. Observation is a silent power. It makes you calm. It makes you wise. It makes you careful. It makes you emotionally strong. So remember this powerful line. Before you react, observe. Before you speak, think. Before you judge, understand. Because the person who observes first always has more power than the person who reacts blindly. Key 2. Observe people's actions, not only their words. One of the most important powers in life is the ability to observe people correctly. Many people get hurt because they believe words too quickly. Someone says, "I support you." They believe it. Someone says, "I care about you." They believe it. Someone says, "I will always be there." They believe it. Someone says, "Trust me." They believe it. But later, the actions do not match the words. And this is where pain begins. Because words can be beautiful, but actions show the truth. A person can speak sweetly and still act selfishly. A person can promise support and still disappear when you need them. A person can say they respect you and still cross your boundaries. A person can say they are happy for you and still feel jealous inside. That is why observation is so powerful. Observation teaches you to stop believing only what people say. It teaches you to watch what they do. Do they respect your time? Do they keep their promises? Do they support you when you are struggling? Do they speak well about you when you are not there? Do they listen when you are serious? Do they celebrate your growth? Or do they try to make you feel small? These things matter. Because people reveal themselves through repeated actions. One mistake can happen. One bad day can happen. One wrong word can happen. But repeated behavior is not an accident. Repeated behavior is a pattern. If someone lies again and again, observe it. If someone disrespects you again and again, observe it. If someone only comes when they need something, observe it. If someone makes you feel drained every time, observe it. If someone supports you quietly and honestly, observe it. Patterns reveal people. A smart person does not ignore patterns just because words sound nice. Many people suffer because they keep listening to apologies, but they ignore behavior. They hear, "I am sorry," but the same mistake happens again. They hear, "I will change," but the same behavior continues. They hear, "I respect you," but the same disrespect returns. Observation helps you protect yourself from this. It does not make you negative. It makes you wise. It does not make you cold. It makes you careful. It does not make you afraid of people. It helps you choose the right people. Because not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone deserves your trust. Not everyone deserves access to your heart, your plans, your energy, and your future. Some people are good for your growth. Some people are dangerous for your peace. Some people inspire you. Some people distract you. Some people bring clarity. Some people bring confusion. Some people push you forward. Some people pull you back. If you do not observe, you may keep the wrong people close and keep wondering why your life feels heavy. So observe. Observe how people treat you when you have nothing to offer. Observe how people react when you succeed. Observe how people behave when you set a boundary. Observe how people speak about others. Observe how people act when they are angry. Observe how people handle responsibility. Observe how people treat those who cannot help them. These small details reveal big truths. A person's real character is not always shown in big moments. It is shown in small habits. It is shown in tone. It is shown in consistency. It is shown in respect. It is shown in honesty. It is shown in the way they behave when nobody is forcing them to be good. Observation saves you from blind trust. It helps you build strong relationships with the right people. It helps you stop wasting energy on people who only bring drama. It helps you stop explaining yourself to people who never try to understand. It helps you stop giving your loyalty to people who do not value it. This is not selfish. This is self-respect. You can be kind and still be careful. You can be loving and still have boundaries. You can forgive people and still keep distance. You can wish someone well and still not allow them to disturb your peace. That is maturity. The power of observation teaches you this. Do not judge people too quickly, but do not ignore what they show you repeatedly. Watch actions. Watch patterns. Watch energy. Watch consistency. Then decide who deserves a place in your life, because the people around you can affect your mindset, your discipline, your confidence, your peace, and your future. If you want to grow, choose people carefully. Do not only choose people who speak beautifully. Choose people whose actions are honest. Choose people who respect your growth. Choose people who bring peace. Choose people who motivate you to become better. Choose people who are real when life becomes hard. And remember this powerful line. Words can impress you for a moment, but actions reveal the truth over time. So observe people's actions, not only their words. This one habit can save your heart, protect your energy, and make you much wiser in life. Key 3. Observe yourself before you try to change your life. Observation is not only about watching other people. The deepest observation is self-observation. Because many people want to change their life, but they do not even understand themselves. They do not know why they waste time. They do not know why they lose focus. They do not know why they get angry. They do not know why they quit so quickly. They do not know why they repeat the same mistakes. They do not know which habits are slowly destroying their future. So they try to change, but they keep falling back into the same pattern. Why? Because you cannot change what you do not observe. Self-observation means you watch your own life honestly. You do not blame everyone. You do not make excuses. You do not hide from the truth. You sit with yourself and ask, what am I doing every day? Where's my time going? What habits are making me weak? What thoughts are stopping me? What kind of people affect my mood? What do I keep delaying? What mistake do I repeat again and again? These questions are powerful because they bring awareness, and awareness is the beginning of change. Many people live on autopilot. They wake up, they check their phone, they scroll, they complain, they waste time, they feel tired, they delay important work, they sleep with regret. Then the next day, they repeat the same routine. This is not because they have no potential. It is because they are not observing their own patterns. If you observe your day, you will find your weakness. Maybe your morning is weak because you touch your phone too early. Maybe your focus is weak because you try to do too many things at once. Maybe your confidence is weak because you keep speaking negative words about yourself. Maybe your English is not improving because you only watch lessons but do not speak. Maybe your discipline is weak because you make big plans but do not take small daily actions. When you observe yourself, you stop being confused. You start seeing the real problem. And when you see the real problem, you can solve it. This is why self-observation is life-changing. Do not only say, I want to improve. Ask, what is stopping my improvement? Do not only say, I want discipline. Ask, where am I breaking discipline every day? Do not only say, I want confidence. Ask, What thoughts make me feel weak? Do not only say, I want better English. Ask, how much do I speak English daily? These questions are not comfortable, but they are necessary. A strong person is not afraid to look at their own weakness. A strong person says, yes, I waste time, but I can change. Yes, I get distracted, but I can train my focus. Yes, I make mistakes, but I can learn. Yes, I am not disciplined yet, but I can build discipline. This honesty is powerful because change begins when excuses end. Now observe your thoughts. Your thoughts control your actions more than you think. If you keep thinking, I cannot do this, your body will not try fully. If you keep thinking, I am weak, your confidence will go down. If you keep thinking, I always fail, your mind will start expecting failure. But if you observe these thoughts, you can challenge them. When your mind says, I cannot speak English, observe it and say, I am learning to speak English. When your mind says, I am lazy, observe it and say, I can take one small action now. When your mind says, I will start tomorrow, observe it and say, I will start today with 5 minutes. This is mental control. You do not have to believe every thought. Some thoughts are only old habits speaking. Some thoughts are fear speaking. Some thoughts are laziness speaking. Some thoughts are pain speaking. Observation helps you separate yourself from your thoughts. You can say, this thought is not helping me. This excuse is not true. This habit is hurting my future. This action is making me stronger. That is power. Now, observe your emotions. When do you become angry? When do you feel jealous? When do you feel lazy? When do you lose confidence? When do you feel motivated? When do you feel peaceful? Your emotions carry information. If you observe them, you learn about yourself. Maybe you get angry when someone criticizes you. That means you need emotional control. Maybe you feel jealous when someone succeeds. That means you need to focus more on your own growth. Maybe you feel lazy when your goal is unclear. That means you need a better plan. Maybe you feel confident after practice. That means practice is your medicine. Self-observation turns your life into a teacher. Every day teaches you something. Every mistake teaches you something. Every emotion teaches you something. Every habit teaches you something. But only if you are paying attention. So start observing yourself daily. At night, ask yourself 3 simple questions. What did I do well today? Where did I waste time today? What will I improve tomorrow? These 3 questions can change your life because they make you aware, and a person who becomes aware becomes powerful. You cannot improve everything in one day, but you can improve one thing every day. One bad habit, one weak thought, one wasted hour, one negative reaction, one skipped practice, one careless decision. Small corrections create big transformation. So, do not run from yourself. Study yourself. Observe yourself. Understand yourself. Improve yourself. Because the person who understands themselves becomes difficult to defeat. They know their weakness, so they protect it. They know their strength, so they use it. They know their distractions, so they remove them. They know their goals, so they focus on them. They know their emotions, so they control them. This is the real power of observation. Before you change your life, observe your life. Before you control the world around you, learn to control the world inside you. Self-observation is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is the mirror that shows you what needs to change. And once you see clearly, you can grow powerfully. Key 4. Observe opportunities that other people ignore. One powerful thing about observation is this: it helps you see opportunities that other people miss. Most people only see problems, they see difficulty, they see failure, they see rejection, they see delay. They see competition, they see excuses, but an observant person sees deeper. They ask, what can I learn from this? What chance is hidden here? What skill can I build? What mistake can I correct? What door is opening that I did not notice before? This mindset is powerful because life does not always give opportunities loudly. Sometimes opportunity comes quietly. Sometimes opportunity looks like hard work. Sometimes opportunity looks like a problem. Sometimes opportunity looks like failure. Sometimes opportunity looks like responsibility. Sometimes opportunity looks like a small idea that nobody else believes in. That is why you must observe carefully. A lazy person sees practice as boring, but an observant person sees practice as improvement. A weak person sees criticism as insult, but an observant person sees useful feedback. A careless person sees free time as time to scroll, but an observant person sees free time as time to learn. A negative person sees failure as the end, but an observant person sees failure as a lesson. This is the difference. The same situation can break one person and build another person. Why? Because one person only reacts, the other person observes. If you observe life properly, you will understand that every day gives you chances. A chance to learn one new word, a chance to improve one habit, a chance to control one emotion, a chance to practice English, a chance to work on your dream, a chance to become more disciplined, a chance to become better than yesterday. But most people ignore these chances because they are waiting for a big miracle. They say, one day I will start. One day I will change. One day I will become serious. One day I will improve my English. One day I will build my future. But a person with observation does not wait for one day. They notice today. They notice the small chance in front of them. They say, I have 10 minutes. I can practice. I made a mistake. I can learn. I failed today. I can try again tomorrow. I feel weak. I can take one strong action. I do not know enough. I can start learning. This is how success begins, not always with a big opportunity, but with small opportunities used daily. Many people miss opportunities because they think opportunities must look perfect. They think an opportunity must be easy. They think an opportunity must be comfortable. They think an opportunity must come with full support. But real opportunities often come with challenges. Learning English is an opportunity, but it needs practice. Starting a channel is an opportunity, but it needs patience. Building discipline is an opportunity, but it needs sacrifice. Improving yourself is an opportunity, but it needs honesty. Changing your life is an opportunity, but it needs courage. If you only look for comfort, you may miss growth. So, observe carefully. The hard thing you are avoiding may be the opportunity you need. The skill you are delaying may be the key to your future. The mistake you are ashamed of may be the lesson that changes you. The problem you are facing may be training your mind to become stronger. This is why observation is life-changing. It changes your question. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Instead of asking, why is life so hard? Ask, how can this make me stronger? Instead of asking, why did I fail? Ask, what did I miss, and how can I improve? This one change can make you powerful, because when you start observing opportunities, you stop feeling helpless. You start feeling responsible. You start feeling awake. You start feeling ready to act. Now look at your own life. Maybe you have a phone. That is an opportunity to learn. Maybe you have internet. That is an opportunity to improve. Maybe you have 10 minutes. That is an opportunity to practice. Maybe you have a mistake. That is an opportunity to grow. Maybe you have a dream. That is an opportunity to build a new future. Do not say, I have nothing. Observe again. You may have more than you think. The problem is not always lack of opportunity. Sometimes the problem is lack of observation. Some people have time, but they waste it. Some people have resources, but they ignore them. Some people have ideas, but they never act. Some people have lessons in their pain, but they only complain. Do not be that person. Become the person who notices. Notice where you can improve. Notice what skill you can build. Notice what habit you can remove. Notice what chance is in front of you. Notice what life is teaching you. Then act, because observation without action is only thinking. You must observe and then move. If you notice that your English is weak, practice. If you notice that your discipline is weak, fix your routine. If you notice that your time is being wasted, protect your time. If you notice that your mind is negative, feed it better thoughts. If you notice an opportunity, do not sleep on it. Use it. Opportunities are everywhere, but only an observant mind can see them and a disciplined person can use them. So open your eyes. Open your mind. Observe your life deeply. The chance you are waiting for may already be in front of you. You only need to notice it, respect it, and take action. Key 5. Observe in silence and let your growth speak. The final power of observation is learning to grow in silence. Many people talk too much about what they are going to do. They announce their plans. They explain their dreams. They tell everyone their next move. They speak before they build. They promise before they practice. They talk before they become disciplined. But an observant person understands something deeper. Not every plan needs an audience. Not every dream needs an announcement. Not every goal needs approval. Not every move needs explanation. Sometimes the best thing you can do is observe in silence. Learn in silence, build in silence, and let your growth speak later. Silence is powerful because it protects your focus. When you speak too much about your dream, you invite too many opinions. Some people will support you. Some people will doubt you. Some people will laugh. Some people will discourage you. Some people will confuse you. Some people will make you feel small before you even start. That is why you must be careful. Your dream is precious. Your goal is precious. Your energy is precious. Do not give it to everyone. Observe first. Who is truly happy for your growth? Who respects your efforts? Who gives honest advice? Who brings peace? Who makes you feel weak? Who always gives negative opinions? Who secretly enjoys your failure? Observation will show you who deserves to know your plans and who does not. This is not about hating people. This is about protecting your future. You can be kind and still be private. You can be friendly and still be careful. You can respect people and still not tell them everything. This is maturity. A powerful person does not need to explain every step. They work, they improve, they practice, they learn, they grow. And slowly, their results become louder than their words. This is the beauty of silent growth. When you grow in silence, you become stronger from inside. You stop needing attention. You stop needing approval. You stop needing people to clap for every small step. You start building self-respect. You start saying, I know what I'm doing. I know why I started. I know my journey. I know my goal. I do not need everyone to understand me. This mindset gives you power, because when you stop seeking approval, you start saving energy, and that energy can be used for your growth. Use it to practice English. Use it to build discipline. Use it to improve your skills. Use it to control your emotions. Use it to build your future. Do not waste your energy convincing people. Use your energy becoming better. Many people fail because they spend more time explaining than executing. They explain their dream. They explain their struggle. They explain their pain. They explain their plan. They explain their excuses. But they do not take enough action. Do not fall into this trap. Talk less. Observe more. Work more. Improve more. Let your actions become your proof. If you want better English, do not only say, "I want to speak English." Practice every day. If you want discipline, do not only say, "I will become disciplined." Wake up and follow your routine. If you want success, do not only say, "One day I will be successful." Take one serious step today. If you want respect, do not beg for it. Build yourself until your life shows self-respect. This is powerful. Observation teaches you when to speak and when to stay silent. Sometimes silence is not weakness. Sometimes silence is strategy. Sometimes silence is peace. Sometimes silence is self-control. Sometimes silence is protection. When you stay silent, you can learn more. You can watch more. You can understand more. You can avoid unnecessary drama. You can protect your plans. You can focus on your mission. A person who is always talking often misses important details. But a person who observes in silence sees what others ignore. They notice people's behavior. They notice opportunities. They notice their own mistakes. They notice where they need to improve. They notice what is wasting their time. Then they make quiet changes. And quiet changes create loud results. So from today, do not feel pressure to prove yourself with words. Prove yourself with growth. Let people misunderstand you for a while. Let people doubt you for a while. Let people think you are silent. Let people think nothing is happening. You keep building. You keep learning. You keep improving. You keep observing. Because one day your growth will speak clearly. Your confidence will speak. Your discipline will speak. Your English will speak. Your results will speak. Your peace will speak. Your self-control will speak. And when growth speaks, you do not need to explain too much. Observe in silence. Work with discipline. And let your growth become the loudest answer. That is the real power of observation. It makes you calm. It makes you wise. It makes you careful. It makes you focused. It makes you powerful. Because once you learn to observe life deeply, you stop moving blindly. You start moving with purpose. You stop reacting to everything. You start choosing wisely. You stop wasting energy. You start building yourself. And slowly, you become the kind of person who notices, learns, improves, and rises. Here is a short ending. Observation is power. When you observe more, you react less. When you react less, you think better. When you think better, you make wiser decisions. So from today, do not live blindly. Notice your thoughts, your habits, your people, your opportunities, and your actions. Observe in silence. Learn with patience. Grow with discipline. And if this lesson helped you, subscribe to this channel for more motivational English lessons. Keep learning, keep improving, and keep building your best version every day.